Sonshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
Well, good morning, my dear friends. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and you know what? You've stepped into the right place, and of course, you know exactly where it is. You've stepped into the hottest spot in town, that is Sonshine's Corner, and here, you know, we have the place where you can feel comfortable about talking about those difficult conversations. We're going to keep you informed of what's happening in and around the Gulf Coast, and especially right here in our own backyard. I invite you every single day. Please be a part of this conversation. 850-432-7768. You can call or text, because you know what? Without you, there will be no me to carry on the conversation. So listen, let's get together, because today I'm always telling you about things that's happening in the community so that you can be a part of it. We're not going to shut you out, because you know my philosophy is this: when you put anything together, the more we put together, the better we can be. And today is no different. I've got my good friend, my superstar, who's here with me today. She's got something to talk about. Everybody knows, you know, this is going to be your second home, Dr. Wiley.
Thank you.
But we've got Dr. Wiley in with us today. We're going to be talking about this great event. And first time in with me from WSRE, you see, I'm a strong woman. From WSRE, she's Julie?
Jennifer?
Jennifer? Where did I get Julie?
Yes.
Julie? Jennifer?
I'll take it. Yes.
Look, welcome in.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for
Look,
having
we've
us.
got some great things to talk about, and I am so pleased to hear, because I believe when you collectively do things like this in and for the community, that can only bring out something that's going to be positive, something that's going to bring us, that's going to put that cohesiveness together and cause it to stick.
Right.
And when we talk about that, you've heard me talk about joyful noise throughout the week. And we're really going to make a joyful noise today, because we want the community to be a part of this.
That's right.
First of all, Dr. Wiley, I want you to tell me about making a joyful noise.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. And you may have to just stop me,
I
because
know
there's
the
so
feeling.
much to say. But one of the things that you said earlier, and that Jennifer has said as well, is how much all people seem to resonate with gospel music. So it doesn't matter your background. When you hear that beat,
Amen.
it's going to draw you in.
Yes.
And Pensacola has such a rich, rich history.
Yes, they do.
Of gospel singers, of small quartets and quintets, all the way up to huge choirs.
Yes.
And so we want to spotlight that. We want to bring that joyful noise to the whole community and have us all sort of tapping our feet and clapping our hands. So making a joyful noise, one of the reasons I wanted to partner on this event, and we appreciate the fact that you're partnering with us as well. I wanted to do this because it's so meaningful. This is a unique American form.
Yes.
Gospel is an American form.
Yes, it
and
is.
part of the gospel right here in Pensacola, we have those beginnings. And you know, when you think about Pensacola being the first settlement, why not bring this form of music to America's first settlement?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I see that smile on your face, because I know that you're excited as well.
I'm so excited. This is a huge passion project for me, something that, so I was born and raised in Pensacola, Florida. I've moved around a bit. I moved back just a couple years from Los Angeles. And one thing I wanted to bring to Pensacola, or help Pensacola do, is continue to grow, continue to bridge the divide between communities. And I think that gospel music is the perfect way to do it. Like Dr. Wiley said, I think that it breaks down barriers, no matter where you come from,
Absolutely.
the color of your skin, religion, no religion. There's something in gospel music that touches you.
No doubt.
And it sure enough touches me, and I am a big fan. And when Henry Louis Gates Jr. came out with the documentary Gospel on PBS.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yes. I saw a preview for that at the PBS annual meeting, and there were thousands of people at this PBS annual meeting, and they were showing a big preview of it. And every single person was on their feet, and they were clapping, and they were, dancing and all this other stuff. And I get chill bumps thinking about that feeling of just everyone coming together and having the same joyful feeling together. And I said, we've got to do something with this in Pensacola because we have so many talented individuals here.
Believe me.
That have a story to tell.
It is.
So,
and I'll say the same thing. When I first relocated here to Pensacola, I said I had never seen as much talent.
That's right.
That's here.
That's right.
That in any city I've ever been. It's so talented. And we're talking about gospel music.
Yes.
And when you think gospel music and when you're saying that when you're watching the show and everybody's up clapping and having a hallelujah good time, music is a language that everybody can speak.
That's right.
Music delivers a message, especially when it comes to gospel music.
That's right.
There's a strong message there. And I am so pleased to hear that you're bringing this together because I'm going to be totally transparent.
Please.
At such a time as we're living now,
Amen. Yeah.
we need that to bring that together because that togetherness is only going to inspire and to spread all over Escambia, anywhere else that it can be heard because it's needed. Right. And I think with the gospel music, what you're doing now, we're not just talking about you singing, Jennifer, Dr. Wiley singing, me trying. No, we're talking about people who do this. And when you said quartets, oh my God, I can see them now. Their eyes just open. So when we say that, we want to get them involved, right?
That's right. That is exactly right. Well, it's an easy process. Your PBS station, WSRE TV, if you go to their website, you'll be able to go ahead and sign up online. And one of the things that we realized, we initially said we were going to do choirs.
Right.
But then as we talked to more and more people, and we reflected on how many smaller groups we've seen, we know that we would be missing out on so much richness if we don't make it more inclusive.
Absolutely.
And that's a part of it. This whole idea that you said, music is a universal language. We all get it.
Yes.
When you sing, I get it.
Yes.
And I feel it, right? And so I'm ready to move, to shake, to jump. And so we know you want to do that with us, and we want you to support this initiative. Come on out, and we're going to have this, the competition, at one of our big schools right here in Pensacola that everybody can get to, Pensacola High School.
That's right.
You know it. You know where it's located.
Exactly.
It's a perfect place to be. And so you quintets, you quartets.
Right. All of it.
Yep. Come on.
That's right.
And put your application in so that the answer to you can be yes.
Now, let's say this. Now, because I know that we put this in the air now. And your phone's going to blow up asking you, well, I have this song and I've got this group. I've only got these many people in my group, but I can sing. We're going to cut it off at how many people?
A minimum of 4.
We got to have 4 in the group for you to participate.
Yes.
That's right.
We want to make sure that we can judge fairly. And so, you know, it's really hard to judge soloists versus groups.
Absolutely.
And, you know, this gospel competition is just one of 3 parts of Joyful Noise. Joyful Noise is a huge celebration, a 3-day celebration. And we are able to bring it to Pensacola with help from Foo Foo Fest.
That's right.
And we are bringing in a choir from Harlem to help us execute all 3 pieces of this. But yes, the gospel competition will be on November 9th at Pensacola High School. Everything that we put into this whole Joyful Noise gospel celebration was well thought at, and we wanted to bring it back to the community that we are trying to serve and that we are trying to amplify. And so we chose locations that were significant to that community. And we all know that Pensacola High School is a historic high school. Yeah, and
acoustics are great.
Yes,
absolutely. And they've remodeled that auditorium. You can fit 1,500 people in that auditorium. And so we chose Pensacola High School to do the gospel competition. And we have extended the deadline for folks to register to participate to September 30th.
Okay.
So they have a few weeks. All they have to do is get online, enter in their basic contact information, give us a link to see a video, email us something. It doesn't have to be a professional video. If it is a church choir, I'm sure someone recorded that.
Get your phone.
Exactly. And I think that's one thing that people weren't understanding. They see WSRE as a professional television station and they think, oh my gosh, if I'm going to send in a video, it has to be. No. We can feel you through any type of video. We can feel that passion that you have for that music. And when we're judging, not only for picking the top 10 to perform at the live event, but ultimately the top 3 to win the 3 media packages they'll go home with, the judging is more based on their ability to move the audience, rather than the vocal quality.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
And I know that that's going to be. But you know what? I want to say this too. I'm thinking as you're speaking. I want to make sure that some of these choirs don't think that you're left out because we're saying we're adding on the quartets. No, I still want to hear from Zion Hope.
Yes.
Deliverance Tabernacle.
Yes, please.
Come on, my people. Where are you, Brian? I know that you are the director over that choir.
Call him out.
I mean, I'm
Please
just
join
calling
us.
him out. I want you to know this because he is so good.
Yes.
And even Pastor Wesley, come on now. You know I know you're choir director. And I mean, tell them, let them do that clip this Sunday and send it in while they're in service. Somebody could be doing that phone.
Amen.
And get that clip and send it right in.
That's it.
So you have to make no special time. Choir rehearsal, click, click. Just send it in. Because I think this is going to be simply phenomenal because of the fact that we are highlighting. And when I think about gospel music, with the tradition of gospel music, there's something that draws and it delivers in a special way. And I think with some of the people, like I know who's watching now, with the spiritual persuaders, I'm talking about now with Brother Timothy Moore Thurman. All of these groups that I know that are going to be calling you, going to be reaching out. Don't call. Go to the website and enter your name in and get that clip done. Okay, now, Tim, whom I call, I'm calling them out, Dr. Wiley.
Thank you for doing that. Thank you.
Okay, you just sent me this clip. Now, you did all of my clips for the show that I had back here and made it because I know you know how to video, so get the video for all your groups. Thank you. But he is so good. I mean, these guys are good. As a matter of fact, I've reached out to Michael Jackson. We were talking about Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Michael Jackson is going to be a guest on my show, and that means
we haven't seen him yet, but I've been hearing a lot about him, so I'm hoping that he will reach out to us.
No doubt.
Yes.
So I'll give you Michael's number.
Yes.
I will take it.
But I'm saying that I'm doing that because these people are friends of mine. I mean, they received me so well when I first relocated to Florida, and we have maintained that relationship since then.
Awesome.
And I want them to be a part of this, to experience this.
Yes.
Because this is an experience.
And I think you mentioned Eddie Snell earlier as well. So we just need you to come on and support this community-wide initiative. Now, what you all want to know, we're not just looking at the Pensacola area.
There you go.
We've already heard from Alabama. We've already heard from
New Orleans. Yes.
So you all need to get in step.
You better step up your
Get
game.
on board.
Right.
And that reminds me of a song, but I won't sing it.
Sing
You
it.
can.
Please do, Dr. Wiley.
But you all can. You can as a part of this gospel explosion.
Exactly.
So come and support this initiative. And I love what Jennifer said, to uplift, to celebrate, to make a joyful noise, and to have the folks from Harlem
Joining
us right here. We're bringing in, I think it's 14.
Yes, 14 total.
members.
And, now that's quite.
Who will be performing here as well. So you want to be a part of all of this, right? And not only that, the one thing that I really like about the grant that was written is the fact that we're also looking at our children. So when Jennifer mentioned that this is a 3-day event, the first part of this event will be with Dixon children who attend Dixon School of the Arts and Sciences.
Right.
And so Jennifer, please speak a little bit to what we're going to be doing there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think a lot of folks in the area know about Dixon School of Arts and Sciences. It's a phenomenal school that is free to students. It is a private school, but it is free to any student that wants to attend there.
Right.
They also have a brilliant after-school theater program, and they have so many activities for kids. But there's a lot of children there that are musically inclined, that are interested in this kind of thing. And of course, when we knew we were bringing in Sing Harlem, is the name of the group from Harlem. They are like a famous choir, and I will say they've blown up over the past couple of years.
Yes, they have.
They've been around for decades, started by Vi Higginson. If you look her up, she is a legend there in the Harlem area, and her daughter. And they started the organization to inspire children in Harlem, to motivate them to stay in school, to do good things, to tell their story. We all know that music is an outlet for people to be able to express their emotions, right? And so, but they created this smaller elite choir. They've been on America's Got Talent. They've performed at Carnegie, at the Apollo. I mean, they've been on all the talk shows. So look them up. They're brilliant. But part of the thing, they're not only just a choir that performs, but they actually go all around the tri-state area doing workshops with the children in the schools there. And so we said, if we're going to bring them in, we need to make sure we're doing something for the kids.
No doubt.
And so Dixon School of Arts and Sciences, we're going to do a 1-hour gospel workshop there for every child in the school. If we, I think we're going to have extra room to be able to invite some other kids as well. We're going to be reaching out to other nonprofit organizations to have them invite their kids to come join them. And the cool thing about this, it's kind of a full circle, the gospel workshop and everything, because Carla Ent is the board chair and kind of runs the Dixon After School Theater program there, and they do a musical each semester. And when she knew that they were going to have this gospel workshop, she chose Sister Act for the kids to do this fall.
How about I was about to talk about that?
Yes.
I mean, we got to go to commercial break, but I wanted to, that was in my head. I said, I got to talk about that because that behind that music, it was a whole great big foundation what the kids were getting from that. You stay close. We're going to tell you more about making a joyful noise and how you can be a part of. So don't go anywhere and tell somebody you want to know what's happening in Pensacola. Keep it right here, Sunshine's Corner on Glad TV.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
Empire Truck Sales, located at 2255 West Detroit Boulevard in Pensacola, is your Freightliner, Western Star, Detroit Diesel, and Cummins dealer for Northwest Florida. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., providing sales, service, and parts. Empire Truck Sales is also your Oasis dealer for Freightliner custom chassis RV and motorhome repairs. Running I-10 will get you in.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
Animal Allies is looking for volunteers, and there are many ways that you can help. From taking care of cats to using your computer and social media skills, any and all assistance is greatly appreciated. We have morning and afternoon shifts every day or help at adoption events. You can even foster a kitty at home. And it counts towards community service hours for bright futures. Find Animal Allies Florida on Facebook and Instagram or go to aaflorida.org/volunteer.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. You are in tune to Sunshine's Corner. I am your host, Sunshine, and it is such a great conversation we're having today. And I tell you, with Jennifer and Dr. Wiley, we're just sitting here talking about things that's connecting.
Yes.
Because of this event that you put together. I've got to say, I want to commend you. I thank you for reaching out to do something in the Black community that's going to be so powerful in a way that it can reach and touch others. I appreciate the fact how you are reaching out to get the ones that are active in the community to pull those in that may say, I don't want to go do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you're giving them something to look forward to. And music, like I said, music is a universal language and we all love it. And even when we go back, we were talking about this a moment ago, Jennifer was like, Dr. Wiley like country music, I like country music. You're not such a fan, but that's okay.
No, that's okay. Don't tell anybody.
But no, I can't stand rap.
Yeah.
Okay, don't put rap near me. But what I'm saying is, though, is the fact of it is, see, with black music, and even with me, sometimes if I am at home, if I want to really get something done, I'm going to crank my music up. And it's the musical part of it that just causes me to even clean my house better.
Right. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's inspirational. It's uplifting.
And there's a story there. And gospel music has such a strong story. That we still use today to uplift ourselves. And with this competition, and then you've got the Harlem Choir coming in. Come on, Eddie Snell. Now I say that because even talking to me more about what you're going to be doing at Dixon, how you're going to get the kids involved with that.
Yes, so I was talking right before the break that the Sing Harlem Choir, they're going to go into the school to do a workshop. They're actually going to perform for the kids, so they're going to see this professional choir perform right in front of them. You know, they're going to have opportunities to actually talk with them, to get to know them. The singers and the directors are going to be able to tell their stories. And the after school program, the theater program that they do there, they made the brilliant decision to tie it all in and choose Sister Act as their musical for the fall. And Dr. Wiley and I talk about this all the time, but we started playing with ideas of what we were going to do with the Henry Louis Gates program and gospel music. And there's just been sign after sign, I call it a God thing after God thing, that says this needs to happen. You know, you're going in the right direction. And really, a really cool thing, a God moment, is we knew that that Sing Harlem was coming. They were going to work with the Dixon kids. Dixon had chosen Sister Act as their fall musical, and before you know it, I think it was Sister Act or Sister Act 2 just had like their big 30th anniversary, and of course Whoopi Goldberg was in the original movie, and so they did a special on The View about it, and they brought in all the original cast members, you know, the little boy who's now a grown man,
tall.
You know, and they brought them in to sing "Oh Happy Day," but they asked Sing Harlem to come and be the backup choir.
Oh, that's so
So Sing Harlem actually has that connection to Sister Act 2 and met the original cast members, so they're going to be able to talk to the kids about that.
Really?
I mean, you can't make this stuff up, you know?
Too good to make
it's meant to be.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I think the fact of it is when Mamie was telling me, we were talking, she was on the last week, but I said, oh my God, Mamie, this is absolutely fantastic. We've got to make this even bigger.
That's right.
And I mean, because I think Pensacola, surrounding areas, wherever you may be, even if you're in New Orleans, Mobile, Pritchard, Montgomery, wherever.
That's right.
If you want to be a part of something that's going down in history.
That's right.
Louis Gate may want to come down here and talk to everybody who's on that choir. Who knows? We're going to be looking at Dr. Wiley on there with him. But no, I give you props for that because that's something that's needed in the city.
Right.
And I believe that this is going to be held at Pensacola High School Auditorium.
Yes.
Is there a fee?
No. So,
and it's free?
No.
You do not have to pay to audition, to perform. So choirs and groups, there is no fee to participate. And then it's going to be open to the public to attend for free as well.
Yes.
So
oh my God.
we've got plenty of seats.
Standing room only.
That's right. And we've set it up to be a major day. I mean, not only are we going to have the top 10 choirs competing, but we're also bringing in some really professional local and regional acts to do featured performances. So Sing Harlem will be performing at the gospel competition. Excuse me, we also have Soulful Movement, Spirit of Dance. I'm sure a lot of y'all have heard of them. They've most recently been getting a lot more, you know, hype out there because this is a gospel dance group led by Fallon, and they went and participated in the nation's biggest gospel competition called How Sweet the Sound just a couple of months ago, and they won first place for Best Gospel Dance Group. So they are now nationally known.
Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola in the house.
Yes.
Yes, so they're going to join us. We've got Solomon Bozeman, who is a legend in the gospel scene. We've got fantastic MCs. Mrs. Sue Strong's going to be joining us. Pastor Lonnie Wesley, Dr. Ramika, Vincent Leary, and we've one more. I just drew a blank, but
is it Eric Dozier?
Well, Eric is going to be sitting on the judges panel. We have brought in so many fantastic leaders to sit on the judges panel.
I want the community to know this is about the community.
It is.
This is all about the community. It's about connecting.
Yes.
It's about being together as a community. Yes. And how do we do that? We got to support each other.
That's right.
And one of the things that's so amazing to me has been the number of people who are willing to step up to the plate and say yes.
Absolutely.
When we made those phone calls to individuals to say, will you help us?
Right.
They have said yes, and they've said so enthusiastically.
Yes.
You mentioned Mamie Hickson. Well, Mamie is one of the people who is on our committee.
Right.
Other people, Nicole Dixon is a member of this group. Aaron Ball, who is a videographer. So we have a lot of people in the background who are known throughout this community, who are movers and shakers. I represent, first of all, myself, but also the Equity Project Alliance, because one of the things that the Equity Project Alliance does is to what? To convene, to support, and to partner with others, because the whole goal is to make this community a more unified, accepting community.
Exactly.
Pensacola, you have risen to that level. Let's keep this going. Come on out and celebrate. And I want it to be really clear, even though we're talking about gospel, because gospel music is a Black art form. We understand that there is Southern gospel as well. We get that.
Absolutely.
You come on out as well and celebrate with us. Here's the point. This is for the entire community. If we've said that music is a universal language, you will understand it. If I started singing Jackson, what's her name? Mahalia Jackson. You all would know that, right? Now, I don't sing. I'm a Black person who doesn't sing well, but I love good music and I understand good music. So come on out, be a part of this big celebration, and let's celebrate gospel music, a unique African American gospel form or music form.
Absolutely.
Come out. And so when we heard from you that you too want to partner with us, it's one more opportunity to make this much more expansive.
Exactly.
And so for those of you who are listening that say, well, you know, I run this group and I would be willing to do A, B, or C.
That's right.
Let us hear from you as well.
Absolutely.
Let's make this a community-wide event that goes down in history as the first ever of its kind.
That's right. And it's going to take place on November the 9th, so you've got time. Now, the registration has been extended to September 30th.
That's right.
So you've yet got 2.5 weeks to do this. So I encourage you, do not procrastinate. Do not, I'm a goner. Do it now. As my mother used to say, well, I'm a goner, never got any further than your lips.
Gotta love this mama saying, yes.
You know, but she was right, because,
That's right.
I'm going to do it, mother. I'm a goner. You didn't do it yet. But the fact of it is, with gospel music, and I was listening to you, Dr. Wiley, music, especially gospel music. I mean, when you went back to Mahalia Jackson, there's a particular song that always stands out with me. I don't know whether you've ever watched the movie, and she sings this song at a funeral.
Is it Grapes of Wrath? What was it?
No. It's when the little girl. I can't. The name of the movie just went away that quick.
Imitation of Life.
Imitation of Life.
Yes.
Oh Lord, yes.
Yes.
A movie there that makes me cry every time I see it.
Yes.
But when she sings, "Soon I'll be done."
Yeah. With the troubles of the world. Oh, hallelujah.
Troubles of this world.
Yes.
The troubles of this world.
That's
I'm
right.
going home. Now that's a song
that
right there.
That gives me chills right now.
I mean, right now, and I can't sing, and I just feel.
Yes.
All through your body.
Yes.
That's what gospel music does.
Yes.
I mean, as long as you're breathing and you got blood running through your veins, you're going to feel something when you listen to these different artists. I mean, Mahalia was the OG, as we say. I mean, just one of the greatest.
And the fact of it is that I think that I'm so pleased to see that you chose gospel music, black gospel music. I mean, sure, now this music reaches across and it spreads across all genres. But the fact of it is that you chose black gospel music, and I still say this, at such a time as it is. Because right now, and I'm just going to be totally honest, because I'm sure not only myself, there are a lot of people. Look where you work. The things that we deal with on a daily basis, this can be a factor that can somewhat close those lines and bring them in.
Right. That's the whole point. That's why we're doing this. I mean, we've talked about so many times how timely it is.
Yes.
How this is the time to do something like this. And yeah, that's exactly why we've decided to put together Joyful Noise, is to bring folks together when there are so many things in the outside world that are trying to take us down and tear us apart.
Tear us apart, separation every day. But I want to encourage every viewer that's tuned in today and that will do it again this afternoon at 6 o'clock, so you can just tell everybody didn't get it today. Watch this show again today at 6 o'clock. Do not allow an opportunity like this for the community to come together in love. Which is the entity. I have to go back because I'm a strong believer that love is the greatest of all.
Amen.
So let's spread love and make it a joyful noise. He said in his words in the book of Psalms, make a joyful noise when you enter into my kingdom. When you are coming before me, make a joyful noise. So we are going to do that through music. And I don't want you to lose the focus of why we're doing this. We're really doing this as unity, so that we can come together and just give our praises to the Father above in song, and reach out to your neighbor. I love you. You may not think the way that I do, but I love you. That doesn't cause me to do something negative in the point. But I love you, Jennifer. I just met you, but I love you.
Yes.
And you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We do.
And I don't get me going that way, because I get so, my heart, it just hurts on so many things that I see. And I'm so pleased to see something coming together here in Pensacola. And I want you, singing quartets. I want all of the girl groups that I know. What about my girls over there? And I just started another group, and they've got about 7 in their group. I'm going to call them. So please get together. We're going to give you more how you can be a part of this event that's coming up on November the 9th right here in Pensacola.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car, because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Gilmarine, your one-stop shop for all your boating needs. We offer a vast selection of parts, accessories, and electronics. Discover our range of used boats in every size, shape, and brand, all ready to get you on the water today. And we provide expert advice and top-notch customer service to ensure you have the best boating experience. We service all outboard, inboards, stern drives, jet drives, and personal watercraft. Our certified staff will get you back on the water. Visit Gilmarine at 3541 West Fairfield Drive, Pensacola.
Watch a new episode of Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m., hosted by Sergeant Melanie Peterson and David Craig. Your tips may be eligible for a cash reward, featuring items about officer training, various aspects of police work, and crime prevention information. You'll hear about upcoming family-friendly engagement events as well. Don't miss Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m.
Lloyd's Glass and Correct Calibration Services is a one-stop shop because you can come get your windshield replaced, and right behind that replacement at the same appointment, we will calibrate the cameras, and when you leave, everything's ready to go. There's no need to go to the dealership, or there's no need to come back for another appointment. We just take care of it at one time. We put the customer first, and we strive to do everything right the first time.
Lloyd's Glass and Correct Calibration Services, your one-stop shop with same-day service.
And welcome back to Sunshine's Corner. You know, I get so excited when there's something positive going on right here at home. And I tell you, Jennifer and I and Dr. Wiley were talking off camera, and we were talking about even with the brunch. I didn't even realize that.
Yes.
You got to eat. We gotta eat. So tell me about that. How does that work?
Yes.
Some of the things that you need.
Yes. So, like I said before, the Joyful Noise Gospel Celebration is 3 parts. We've got the Gospel Workshop with the Dixon School of Arts and Sciences. We've got the competition. And on that Sunday, November 10th, we're going to have a gospel brunch.
Right.
So Sing Harlem, who's flying down here to join us, they have been doing a gospel brunch at the Red Rooster in Harlem and have been voted New York's best gospel brunch for the past 13 years. They are literally closing the doors, not performing on November 10th in Harlem because they're going to be bringing their gospel brunch to us here.
Right.
And we're all going to gather at Lily Hall, and Brother Fox, as most people know, is another site that was one of the first black churches in Pensacola that's now been turned into a boutique hotel and restaurant. We're going to kind of do it big tent revival style. We're going to tent off the lawn there. Chef Darian Hernandez is going to put together a brilliant menu for us.
And I haven't had breakfast.
I know, and his cooking is good. If you haven't been there, he knows what he's doing. Of course, we're going to have some mimosas and things like that, but we're going to have an hour-long just stop you dead in your tracks performance from Sing Harlem during that brunch.
At the brunch.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, and I will say, we were talking about earlier during the break that there's so many people that have heard about what we're doing and they go, well, I don't sing in a choir, I don't sing in a gospel group, but I still want to be a part of it. How can I be a part of it? And there's so many ways that you can help us make this positive impact and change. We're looking for sponsors. Foo Fest, they are so generous. We got a brilliant grant, but that pays for a portion of it. We still need to fundraise to make the rest of it happen.
Always.
We need volunteers for the gospel competition. If this is just speaking to your soul and you're like, I don't know where I fit in, but I want to help,
be a part.
Just call us, email us, let's talk about it. Tickets for brunch will be on sale in the next couple of weeks. We are waiting to talk to all of the folks that want to sponsor the event and make sure that we get them in. But we will be opening up tickets. They're going to be $125 a person. Right. Some people may hear brunch, $125, but you've got to think about what you're getting for that $125.
And you got the choir going to be there performing.
Yes, you are literally, Harlem is coming to Pensacola for you. You're going to get this all you can eat, brilliant brunch, free-flowing beverages, and not to mention just the camaraderie, the social part of it. There is going to be a VIP reception for sponsors just before the brunch. Dr. Wiley here is going to take some time to do a little bit of an educational but entertaining kind of presentation and talk about gospel music and how it relates to our community. So we want to make sure we're educating people as well.
Knowledge.
Yes, WSRE, this fits directly into the mission of WSRE and PBS. PBS and WSRE is all about telling stories of every person.
No doubt.
And so this is another reason why we've decided to do this, is that we want to make sure that we are providing a platform and an opportunity for everyone to share their story. And so Dr. Wiley is going to share the community's story,
I know
the
that's
city's
be
story.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And her delivery, that's how I fell in love with her. I was at an event, and this lady, she comes up to speak, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's good.
Classic story.
Thank you.
I have been yakking on her coattail ever since.
Oh, thank you.
You and I are exactly the same. I heard her speak at a Pensacola Women's Alliance group, and my jaw was dropped, and I was like, I need this person in my life. And I went up to her and I said, do you have a website with all of your speaking engagements listed on it? Because I'm going to follow you around town. And then how exciting for me, honestly, it's been an honor when I joined WSRE about a year and a half ago. I came over from Pensacola Opera, which is a fantastic organization. Yeah. And I thought, oh my gosh, if I get this job at WSRE, I'm going to get to work with Dr. Wiley. And then she said, I'm sorry. She's like, but it's my time. I have to roll off the board. I have to do these things. And she goes, but don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. So as soon as I knew about this gospel documentary, I said, we've got to do this together. And I've been so blessed by this friendship and mentorship that I've had the opportunity. I've met so many, Dr. Wiley, Mamie Hickson.
That's another.
People on our committee and just the pastors, the choir members. It's already been just a life-changing experience for me.
Most certainly. And what she brings to the table, money came back.
Right. That's right.
Thank you. Well, wow, I'm humble.
She said, can you believe she almost said,
Yeah, I did, because I am humbled by the words that you say. And I thank you, and I esteem being in the presence of both of you, because you are dynamic women, and I just appreciate what you're doing for this community. One of the things that Jennifer mentioned was this whole idea of looking at gospel music, what it's like, where did it originate, who has it influenced, what has it done in Pensacola. And one of the things that you said that I think is so cool, when you said you like country music, you know that I do. I've always wondered why, what is it that separates? Because when I hear country music, it's about a story.
It's a story.
When I hear gospel music and blues, it's a story. So for me, those are the connectors. And I believe that we can connect at all those levels as well. Just understanding that if we get past the fact that in one environment, it may be a guitar.
That's right.
In another environment, it may be a violin.
Exactly.
In country music, it's the fiddle.
Yes.
But the truth is that thread runs throughout all of that music. And in that same way, us as spiritual beings, we are connected across this weaving of tapestry known as humanity.
Yes, we
and
are.
so what a beautiful opportunity to come together in an environment where the spirits connect around gospel music.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
We're both sitting there just, because when she speaks, you listen. It's because delivery.
She speaks the truth too.
Exactly.
It's like, it's the authenticity, and that's, we should all just be more vulnerable and authentic. And I think what we admire in Dr. Wiley is the fact that she's never afraid to tell her story.
Never.
And that's just what Joyful Noise is all about. There's people out there that need to tell their story.
Most certainly.
And we want them to come to the table and join us.
So listen up, all of the quartets, come on. I'm looking for Nisi. She's going to come. I know she will. I'm thinking of a group that I can just think of at the top of my head. I mean,
name some great ones that we are looking to hear from.
I mean, we want them to. Now, just in case, sometimes, don't take this wrong, my quartet friends. They must say, let me make a phone call. Is there a way they can call you?
Of course, yeah.
Now give that phone number.
Yes, 850-484-1246 is my direct line. I'm the Director of Development and Community Engagement at WSRE PBS. They can call me directly. I'm happy to talk to. Solomon Bozeman came to the table to perform for us through at the competition. He heard about it. He called us and he said, I want to get back to my community. I want to be a part of this.
Right.
What can I do? And I said, well, we'd love to have you perform as a featured performer at the gospel competition. So, we were talking about earlier is there is a place for everyone in this celebration. And if you don't know right now where you fit in, just call me, and
you might want to volunteer to help on one of these days.
Right. We're going to need help.
That's right.
Exactly.
Volunteers are needed. So look, you can always, I believe that, I'll say it again, if we all collectively put in something, we got a great event.
Yes.
So that all of the dots and the T's and the I's are going to be crossed, everything is going to be taken care of, and you can be a part of this event that's going to make history right here in Pensacola. So if you're not that savvy with the computer, all you got to do is call 850-484-1246, and you're going to get Jennifer and find out so Eddie Snell don't get to call in yet. Okay? When you get Eddie, you're going to know it's Eddie. Yeah. He's going to say, we're with the spiritual persuaders, and we want to be a part of this.
I love it. I love to talk, so give me a ring, Yeah.
He's going to do it, and I can just see that smile, because he watched this show diligently, and I know, he does, and I know he's going to pass the word around. And but I appreciate Eddie so much, because he's one of those that's rooted in gospel right here. He's rooted in gospel. I've been here a number of years, and his group has been performing on so many shows.
That's right.
That I know that's going to bring a lot of the other quartets to the table that want to participate in this event. So don't wait too late, guys. You got to get this in before the 30th. So do that today and take care of it. When we come down now to the children, I want to go back to that, because I think that is so cool what you're doing there at Dixon with the children. I mean, Are there any ways that any other parts of the community with kids can be a part of? I'm just thinking outside the box.
Yes, so we're really wanting to focus on providing this opportunity, especially for children that may not normally have an opportunity to be up close and personal with professional singers, with gospel music. And so we are going to be extending the invite to other kids. Now this is elementary and middle school age children. We're going to be right there in the Dixon cafeteria auditorium. There's plenty of room. So once we get a little bit closer to date, we'll start extending invitations. And I think how we're going to do that is we're going to reach out to the other nonprofit organizations that serve these families, at-risk, disadvantaged, underserved communities. That's what we're really trying to accomplish here, is bringing them opportunities.
Right.
And so we'll be calling, your big brothers, big sisters, and organizations like that, saying, do you have any children that want to join us for this workshop?
Right. And I know this other organization I've been doing a lot of work with is Grace and Mercy.
I'm familiar with them.
They do a lot. I mean, they reach out to help young, old, and in the middle.
Yes.
I mean, so there are things that just people that I'm thinking of by just sitting here talking that we can reach out to have them be a part of this huge community event that's coming up here rather quickly. And I just want to encourage the community, do not let this opportunity bypass us, because this is something great for all of us. You can be inspired as well. Don't you need a little inspiration? Yeah, we all do. So let our roots be the part that will get you there. Come sing that good old gospel music and get everybody all just hallelujah satisfied that day. I know that they're going to do it because we're going to talk more about this, because when you get to talk about gospel, I love gospel. I mean, I love it so, and I'll talk all day long. But we're going to be back to talk more with Jennifer and Dr. Wiley about making a joyful noise coming up on November the 9th, and you can be a part of it. You heard it first right here on Sunshine's Corner.
I just remembered it's election day. Are you going to vote?
I don't know. I don't think I'll have time today.
Millions of eligible voters in America never make it to the polls or even register to vote. When you don't vote, you're letting other people make decisions for you and pick the things your taxes will pay for. Voting is more than a civic duty. It gives you a voice about the priorities and the future of your community and our nation. Voting gives you a seat at the table.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
The Reesburg Institute, Pensacola's ear, nose, throat, and voice center. We welcome you to visit us at our convenient Davis Highway location in Pensacola. At the Reesburg Institute, we offer the most advanced treatment available in a calm, stress-free environment. Since 2014, we've performed over 1,000 cases in office of balloon sinus surgery, as well as septoplasty and nasal procedures using oral sedation. The in-office procedures result in a faster healing time. Visit us and feel the difference.
Hello, my name is Eric, and this was my first visit to Little John's. The selection, the pricing here, and the customer service were outstanding. I would definitely recommend. The staff was very friendly, and they'll get you what you need.
Hi, this is John with Little John's Big and Tall here in Pensacola, Florida at 5700 North Davis Highway. Check us out at littlejohnsbigandtall.com, where we can take care of you with extra large up to 14X and large tall to 6X tall.
And welcome back. I tell you what, I get so excited every time we go off camera. She tells me something else, and it gets me a little bit more excited, Dr. Wiley. Now we're talking about food trucks, and I mean, like, again, I say I haven't had my breakfast. And,
I know.
It makes my stomach want to make that noise. But look, you're talking about food trucks. Have you eaten at Who Dat? I know you said Who Dat?
Who Dat?
Who dat?
Who dat?
Tell us about it.
Corey has the best. You got to talk to Corey. And I mean, how come, now, What is with the food trucks that you're trying to do?
Yeah, Corey, call me. So the gospel competition, again, we're 3 parts. We have the workshop, the gospel competition, and the brunch. But the competition piece on November 9th at Pensacola High School, it's going to be, a very long event, but we're breaking it up. It's going to start at noon. It's not going to end till 5, but we're going to do kind of segment A and segment B because we have 10 choirs that need to compete.
Yes.
Plus, we're bringing in Sing Harlem, Solomon Bozeman, Soulful Movement. And so we're going to take a break during lunch and allow some folks, it's during Foo Fest. There's so much going on.
Yes,
so we want to allow folks to come in and out, if they can't stay for the whole event. So we're going to have lunch there, and we're going to have food trucks on site so folks can get a taste of some good food in between. And so we are looking for food truck owners to park there in Pensacola High School and serve our audience members.
Oh, look at that. Okay, guys, if you don't know the number, if you know somebody with a food truck, other than who that? Because when you taste that though, Corey, I'm sorry, I'm pulling your wing, but Corey, his food is so good.
I believe it.
Yes.
You say who that, I'm all in. I'm all about that Louisiana food, lifestyle. I'm a Tigers fan, Saints fan.
Yeah.
Who that, baby? Go good. Tigers.
So we want the food trucks to call you as well.
Sure.
850-484-1246.
Get online.
Because a lot of people will dial much faster than sitting down, especially when they're working.
Yes.
Instead of going, to when they get home, they may say, I was going to do that, but let me make that phone call right now.
Yes.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think that's why I wanted to get that number out so that they can get that into you as well. But you see, now I'm finding out even more. Now, with that, you're going to feed them, you're going to entertain them. What else have I missed?
Ooh, I mean, there's so many things. I'm like, we only have an hour.
We can talk for 2 hours.
We can. I mean, I think we talked about earlier, we're going to be looking for volunteers. This is a massive operation. And so that's another way that folks can be a part of it. And I think in the first segment, we were just talking about how that this is the event's purpose is to unify the community, is to bring people together. And I think we're going to really make an impact, a positive impact for our community. And if you want to be a part of it, there's something for everyone in Joyful Noise. Whether you attend, you can come to the gospel competition for free and open to the public.
That's a great thing, it's free.
Yes. I'm a development person, so when I talk about how people can support nonprofit organizations about time, talent, and treasure, everyone has at least one of those things that they can give. And so, you have one of those. If you want to be a part, call me and we'll figure out a way. We're looking for a florist to do centerpieces for our brunch. So there's a lot of opportunities for people to be a part of this. People say, I just want to be a part of this monumental moment for Pensacola.
Absolutely.
So just
you're right, monumental, because it will be. And I believe that it's going to happen again next year. You're going to have to do an annual.
Well, that's what everyone's talking about. They're like, you've got to keep doing this. I'm like, okay.
Okay, this is your first. I think you may have to do an annual.
But we can only do it annually if it's explosive this year.
That's right. So we got to get this first year taken care of.
And we can only do it annually if we have the financial support as well. And that's, I don't want to talk about that too much, but we are a nonprofit organization. This celebration costs a lot of money, and we're only able to do it because we received a Foo Festival grant. But again, they pay for a large portion of it, but there's still a lot of fundraising that we have to do just to break even, just to make sure we can bring this experience. We're not trying to make money off of this. It's just to be able to pay for everything. And so to be able to make it happen and make it as good as it can be this year, we need financial support as well, and able to keep doing it. WSR has a lot of programs similar to this. I mean, our mission is to educate and inspire, entertain, tell the stories of every single person out there. And so we do a lot of community engagement. So just donating to WSRE in general is going to help us continue to bring programs like this throughout the years to our community.
I can tell you something I love about WSRE that I do, and I love watching those old groups when you're doing those fundraisers.
Oh yes, the pledge drives.
And I mean, when I saw the group that you had once, I said, oh my God, they've even got the what they call. It only takes a minute, girl. I mean, you probably don't know that music, but
I don't know, but we have
Tavares.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I think
yes,
this
you
is
do.
something new.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yes, you do. They pop up. I say, oh, look at that, and I love that, and I love the thing with Dr.
Henry Louis Gates Jr.'s The Finding Your Roots.
The Finding Your Roots.
It's it's shocking, amazing.
Yeah. I said, if I ever get the opportunity, I want to meet that man. I just want to shake his hand because I think he is simply phenomenal.
I was able to.
Did you really?
At the PBS annual meeting, I did get to meet him and shake his hand. And one thing that is really cool is, you know, PBS, everyone knows PBS, right? And they may not know what, at their adult age, a lot of adults, they said, I watch Sesame Street, I watch Mr. Rogers, I watch this, that, and the other. And as they grow, they forget to come back to PBS programming, but there's something for everyone on PBS, WSRE PBS. We call it lifelong learning. I mean, Dr. Henry Louis Gates is all about, you know, genealogy. We've got so many amazing shows about science, the earth. I mean, there's literally history. Ken Burns is like the godfather of all documentaries. And why I was so drawn to working at WSRE PBS is because they tell stories of everyone and of diverse communities. Like Ken Burns just released last year a documentary called American Buffalo.
Yes, he did.
That really talks about, it's all about the actual buffalo and how it relates to the Native American culture and spirituality and stuff like that. And
that's
so,
a big cow.
And you know, one of the things that I started, it is big. One of the things I did when I started the Inclusion Spotlight in a former position at the university, I said, who are the people in your neighborhood? So I always take the opportunity to speak of Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. One of the things I wanted to make sure that it's clear to people who are listening, if you're just tuning in, what we said is it is a gospel competition, a gospel explosion that will include our choirs as well as our quintet and our quartet. So if you're a smaller group, you can still be a part of this. We solicit you to come and support us.
No doubt.
Also, when speaking about volunteers, one of the things that I know as a Southern girl, as a Georgia peach, is the importance of making people feel welcome.
That's the key.
So when you come in, one of the things volunteers can do, if you don't have money, you maybe have time.
That's right.
And so come be a part of that. Welcome the guests to this when they come in, because if you are a sourpuss, when someone's coming into an event, they want to feel this joyfulness, and we can't say joyful noise
and come in and be a sourpuss.
And there you go. So if you know that you have a spirit that's inviting, come on and help us welcome the people.
No doubt about it. Ladies, it has been phenomenal. It has been simply great that we've had this time today. I'm going to keep this going for you, and so that we can make sure we get these things taken care of. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got to get out of here. It's been a fantastic day, but I want to leave you as I do every single day, because I mean it from my heart. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember to keep God first in whatever you do. If you handle your situation like that, this I will guarantee you'll be a total success. So until 9 o'clock in the a.m., know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.